What's up, ladies and gents? Centerstrain01 back at you. This is my second E3 video, I guess you could say. So we've got a lot to discuss. Just finished up day 2 of E3, and this was the only chance I've really had to actually say anything to you guys about what I thought and what I've seen so far. I have lots of videos, lots of gameplay footage that I've been able to record since I've been here at E3, and as soon as I get back on Friday night, I will do my best to get those uploaded as soon as possible. I've recorded Assassin's Creed. I got about 30 minutes of Assassin's Creed Syndicate footage for you guys. I cannot wait to show you that, as I was able to go through the demo level and do it nice and stealthy for you guys, so I know you're going to enjoy that. I also recorded some Gears of War Ultimate Edition, so I've got some footage on that. I got some Rainbow Six Siege footage as well. I've played pretty much every game that they've got here that I was at least interested in on the floor. Got to a lot of different booths. Like I of course got to see all the press conference, went to every single press conference. As far as who do I think won, it's obviously, I mean, it's, gosh, this has to be one of the best years for press conferences. I mean, Bethesda started out just completely strong, and you were just like, wow, you know, and then of course Microsoft blew everybody away with HoloLens and backwards compatibility, which is something we should have had from the very beginning anyways, but at least that they're doing it, which means that you can kind of finally get rid of your old Xbox 360 and now you can just have your Xbox One. But the fact that you'll be able to play all your old Xbox 360 games and be able to record footage, screenshots, as well as have the functions like it's on an Xbox One, as well as being able to play with people on their 360, cross Xbox 360, Xbox One platform, which is pretty cool as well. So Microsoft did a great job. I really enjoyed that conference. I can't wait for Gears of War 4. It looked absolutely amazing watching it on that big screen in there. So I wasn't too happy with EA's press conference. Of course, I love the unveiling of Mass Effect 4. Everybody went crazy for that. It was the first thing that you saw. That was really cool. Other than that, EA kind of really disappointed me. I didn't even stay for the whole thing because I had to get over to the Ubisoft one in time. And yeah, it just didn't really impressed me as much. Ubisoft, I loved Ubisoft. I thought they did a great job at showcasing some of the new games they got coming out. And of course, when you hire a comedian to host the show, it's going to be more fun and entertaining to watch. I felt that they took care of us pretty well at the press conference itself. But when it comes down to it, honestly, I think Sony pretty much had the best conference. I mean, first of all, it was in this huge stadium, so I mean, gosh, thousands of people were in there. I was one of the lucky ones to be right dead center in the middle of the floor on the bottom, not up in the big stands and whatnot. But it was so great. They fed us so much food. Outside there was a big party, and it was just absolutely amazing. I mean, like, just free beer, free just everything you could think of, food. I mean, just, it was absolutely amazing. I've never had such an experience before in my life. It was really great. And then you get in there, and then they throw so many like huge bombs at you. You know, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I mean, the crowd just went freaking ridiculous. Even on Uncharted, when they showed off that, and they had the mess up or whatever, or, you know, mess up. I don't know if it was real, if it was staged or whatever, but it was really, really cool. What was awesome, and I'm so excited to actually be able to say this, I sat next to Troy Baker, and, well, I'll just say this. I sat next to, maybe you don't know who that name is, but I sat next to Joel and Ellie from The Last of Us. The two actors that actually plays Joel and Ellie sat right next to me on the PlayStation press conference. So it was so funny. We had this guy in front of us who, when they would announce everything, this guy would just go crazy. He'd be like, yeah, you know. And we were all three sitting back there just like kind of laughing at this guy that was just going absolutely crazy. So that was probably one of my best experiences so far with E3, was to be able to sit next to them too, and to be able to talk to Ashley, and it was just who plays Ellie. It was just so great. I really, really enjoyed that, and really kind of helps you feel that, you know, they're gamers too, because they were enjoying the announcement just as much as all of us normal gamers were. So that was pretty cool. So I got to hand it to PlayStation for just really wowing us with the, you know, finally The Last Guardian, although I feel like since it's been announced, you know, since people's known about it for so long, and finally they announced it, so that initial feeling was like, whoa, and then now it's just kind of like, well, I mean, it's about damn time, and you know, and so it's kind of wore off a little bit, but so glad for that. Yeah, so getting on to the actual E3, I've had, you know, tours with all the major companies. I've got so many PR contacts. I mean, literally like 15 different business cards of people that I can contact now, so I can get in with other companies and things like that. So to start off, Ubisoft. Holy shit. I played every single game on the Ubisoft floor as far as private booth tours, to be able to get in there super quick and play as much as I want. So I got to play so many games, and there's, oh my gosh. The Division was great. The only thing I'm not liking about the Division is the fact that it's a points-based system, so like headshots, you know, there's no like single bam, you're dead, you know, things like that. It's an RPG, so which does require some stealth, not stealth, but tactics and things like that. There is no crouch, which I hate it when developers don't put a damn crouch button if you want a tactical game. So think of like Splinter Cell, the new Splinter Cells, where you can zip from one cover to another. However, there's no crouch. I mean, when you want to sneak up on enemies, you know, if there's an enemy just ahead of a little thing and you want to get to, you know, one of the cover points right before then, you got to stand up and walk to it, or you got to go from one cover to the next. I mean, it would be so much better if they had a crouch button, and I wish they did that. But the game that just blew me absolutely away and is still the best playable game that I have experienced so far at E3